This is hockey, the world's greatest show. Let me introduce you to the Devils you know. New Jersey Devils. New Jersey Devils.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Devils You Know. And this, of course, is the first episode after an actual regular season NHL game, and it did not work out well for our New Jersey Devils. I gotta put on the Dowd song for this episode. I wonder if Jimmy Dowd Sr. was watching. I just talked to Jimmy Dowd Jr. He's still getting his stuff together in Adirondack. Wish him the best. Hope you're listening, buddy. Hope you do well over in Adirondack, and hopefully we'll see you on the Utica Comets and then the New Jersey Devils very shortly. But let's get into tonight's game against Carolina. The Devils blow game one, okay? Basically, this was a classic hockey game, a back and forth, a goal for goal. It was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, and then it happened. Now, what happened? I'm going to show you right here. You're going to listen to it.
Hands.
This is Luke Hughes in the penalty box.
6 straight face-off wins for Carolina. So once again, it's the number one
2-2.
unit here in Rome.
And it made it 3-2. Brad tied it.
For the 2-goal lead.
And in that play right there that we listened to,
90.
Jack Hughes passed with an empty net, passed the puck directly to Carolina so they could score the empty net goal where we could have tied it. It was 4-3 because Slavin scored late at 17-17 of the third. Brat tied it after Luke Hughes went into the box and screwed it up. I have a bunch of clips of Luke Hughes really flubbing it up today. Also, a couple of good plays. Also, Jack Hughes. They both had an assist, but they made horrible plays. Were invisible for most of the game, but also made a few good plays. On the Carolina side, you have Slavin and Jarvis. Also Anderson, not Anderson. What am I calling him? Anderson. Keandre Miller, first of all. Robinson and Taylor Hall, of course. So we have to always go here. Taylor Hall of Shame. Actually, you know what? Let's watch. I'm going to throw that up on the screen for those who watch. I added a little piece of this to my new intro video, a new song, just so people know why the Taylor Hall of Shame is part of the Devils You Know. And tonight, the Taylor Hall of Shame goes to the Hughes brothers. Markstrom, pretty solid, except for one thing. He had a little help. There was one player that was very helpful to him. Yes, of course, it was I realized that my volume went away during that moment. It was the post. Yeah, the post. Um, the post was Markstrom's best friend. There we go. We got the post right there. But Markstrom was getting littered with shots. Littered with shots. He made a lot of great saves. Bratt was excellent. Gained the zone a lot. He actually he had 3 hits. He had a block that wasn't registered, a block with his foot on the penalty kill. Glendening, great with faceoffs. Heishier, great with faceoffs. Pesci, great blocking. Gritzuk had a bad game, but he's playing on the 4th line. But Connor Brown looked pretty good. Cody Glass scored a great goal. Of course, Paul Cotter was on fire, looking great. So basically, this is how it went. Taylor Hall scored right away for it. Like 4 minutes in, I think 4:06 or something like that. So it sucks. It always sucks when a former Devil, a Hart Trophy winner with the Devils scores against you. Whatever. He's been on 7 teams since he left the Devils. He left the Devils for a team that doesn't exist anymore. Actually, he would be cool on the Utah Mammoth. I like the Utah Hockey Club better. Let me know what you think about that. I wish they would have stayed with Utah Hockey Club. All right, so the first period was the end of the first period was 1-0, and the shots were a little lopsided towards Carolina. But the second period started, and about 8 minutes in, Jack Hughes, to Jesper Bratt, to Dougie Hamilton, and boom, big goal. Okay, so then you got Keandre Miller. Now Hamilton blasts one. Keandre Miller, about a minute later, scores his first goal as a Cane. Of course, we know him from Rangers fame. We also, as Devils fans, might remember that the Devils were trying to get him in the draft when he was drafted. The year he was drafted, the Devils were looking at him, but they didn't. I think they had the option to pick him and didn't. I don't remember what happened there. So, it's 2-1 Carolina at that point. 3.5, 4 minutes later, Luke Hughes pops one to Cody Glass. Cody Glass slaps one in there. Goal, 2-2. Cody Glass from Luke Hughes. All right, Luke Hughes with a point. Jesper Bratt with a point. Jack Hughes with a point. Hamilton with a point. All right, this is looking good for us, right? No. Third period starts. Now, the third period starts 2-2. But we have a problem. We have a penalty kill. And Keandre Miller scores, again, his second goal in his first game as a Hurricane. He scores his second goal, a power play goal, to put them up 3-2 against our Devils. Miller from Aho and Blake. And a minute later, from Luke Hughes and Brett Pesci, Jesper Bratt, the Bratt man himself, scores a wonderful, wonderful goal with a great pass, great play, big tie. So, all right, so we're like, great. Luke Hughes made a great pass. He's got 2 points tonight, Luke Hughes. All right, he's redeeming himself from all the other crap that he did. Oh, Timo Meier was a fucking mess tonight, by the way. You know what? Because I said that, I gotta check. I gotta look up Timo Meier. I want to see what he did in fantasy. How did he do in fantasy tonight? 8.5? What? He was a -1. 5 shots on goal, 6 hits, and 1 face-off win. He get 8.5 points. That's actually not bad. For the game he played, oh god, it was bad. Anyway, so Luke Hughes makes this play. Jesper Bratt gets the goal. Yeah, we're tied. It's 3-3. No, Luke Hughes decides to take a stupid Taylor Hall of Shame style penalty.
Got to blame. It's the Taylor Hall of Shame.
And he sits in the box, as we hear here.
Hands.
6 straight face-off wins for Carolina. So once again,
That's them
it's the
getting
number
set
one
up with
unit.
Luke Hughes in the box, set up for their goal. Seth Jarvis from Gosta Spear and Aho puts him up 4-3. And then, of course, Seth Jarvis again scores his second goal, net goal. And that was assisted, basically. It says unassisted, it's listed as unassisted, but it was assisted by Jack Hughes. That's what happened. He passed it right to him. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, anywhere you could watch this, if you're watching, I'm going to show it
Hands.
It's the number one
right
unit,
now.
Aaron Rollins.
All right, so here we have Jack Hughes trying to break into the zone. Here he goes. He's almost at the blue line, and he's got 1, 2, 3. He's got about 3 Hurricanes coming up to him from his left side. What does he do? He flop passes it right to the left.
Hughes
Right to Jarvis's stick, literally.
gives it up. And here comes Seth
You heard
Jarvis
that?
with the
Hughes gives it up.
Hughes gives it up. And here comes Seth Jarvis with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah.
98 career goal.
98th career goal for Seth Jarvis. And then, of course, I don't know how, but Markstrom gets in the net. Thank God he wasn't my goalie. I don't have Markstrom as a goalie. Who was my goalie tonight? I think I had Wedgwood in, who's great. He's got 2 wins, and he's only got 2 goals against in those 2 games, I think. Wedgwood, 10 points for me tonight. He's got the win, 1 goal against, 32 saves tonight in a win against Utah. Nice. I also have Logan Thompson, and I had Jonathan Quick. The Rangers won 4-0 tonight. Oh, so Shesterkin had a win, huh? That's why Adam Fox did so well to me. Yeah, so Taylor Hall also got the assist on Eric Robinson's goal, and also Kotkaniemi. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Didn't I just pick him up? Isn't he on my team? He is on my team. I haven't. Oh yeah, he gave me 10 points tonight too. What did he get? Let's check out Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi had 1 block, 1 hit, 4 face-off wins. He was a +2 with an assist. Yeah, with an assist and a +2. Not bad. Gritsuk, -2, 1 shot on goal. Thank God I traded him. I picked him up because I knew if someone wanted him, and I got him. So I traded him for Alex Ovechkin. He had 1 hit. He was a negative. He lost me a point tonight in fantasy. I'm losing 215 to 259 right now. But I'm also about to add. I had to drop Dylan DeMello because I was given Brett Pesce and Ovechkin for Gritsuk. I don't know why he offered both, but that's fine. I dropped Pesce immediately and picked DeMello back up. So that's my fantasy. Devils lose 6-3. The shots on goal ends up being 33. Ooh, Illuminati for Carolina. 22 for the Devils. That's Corey Feldman shit. Face-off percentage, not on the Devils' side. 53.1% for Carolina, 46.9% for the Devils. Power play percentage, no power play goals for the Devils, and they were 0 for 2. 25% for Carolina. They were 1 for 4. Carolina had 4 penalty minutes, and the Devils had 8 hits. Carolina won that one again, 27-25. Block shots, Devils win that one, 19-13. Giveaways, Carolina 20, Devils 28. And I'm sure that's ironic, 28, because number 28 was giving a lot of giveaways. Are giveaways listed here? I want to know if who. No, I can't even see how many giveaways. And then takeaways, 4 for the Devils and 6 for the Canes. The shots on goal by period. After the first, it was 9-6. The Canes. After the second, it was 14-11. So it got a little close. Actually, no, that's the same, 3. And then the third period, it was the difference, 10-5 in shots for Carolina. That was the 5-shot difference. The first 2 periods was a 3-shot difference. Like I said, total 33-22. Paul Cotter had a penalty. I think Paul Cotter had 2 penalties. And Luke Hughes, he had the 2-minute minor for slashing against Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall really got him back for that, which, it is what it is. In overtime, the Bruins won in overtime tonight against the Blackhawks. Fraser Minton. The Rangers beat the Sabres 4-0. Lafreniere scored. Soucy scored. JT Miller. And Adam Fox had his empty net goal, which helped me because he's on my team. The Canadiens beat the Red Wings 5-1. It looks like the Wings started off with a power play goal with Dylan Larkin. But then Montreal, and I have Matheson. I have a couple Montreal guys, I think. How did Sergachev do tonight? 5.5 on defense. Zach Bolduc scored from Gallagher and Matheson. Then Kapanen from Newhook and Demidov. Then Matheson scored, thank you, from Suzuki and Dobson. Then Alexander Carrier from Xhekaj and Gallagher. And then Slavkovsky from Caulfield and Suzuki. Senators beat the Lightning in regulation. Devils play the Lightning on Saturday. The Panthers win again, 2-1 against the Flyers. Anton Landell, Noah Cates, and Brad Marchand. AJ Greer with an assist on the Marchand. The Islanders lost 4-3. Ricard Raquel scored. Druin scored. Palmieri scored. Brunick scored. Crosby had a goal. Max Shabanov had a goal. And Justin Brazeau has his 3rd goal already. This is a guy you might want to pick up in fantasy. The Blues got shut out 5-0. That really sucks for me because I had Jake Neighbors, Robert Thomas, and how many Blues do I have on my team? Do I have any defensive players from the Blues? No, it doesn't look like I have any defense from the Blues. But I do have Neighbors and Thomas, and they only brought me 7 and 2 tonight. I'm going to drop Neighbors. Predators beat the Blue Jackets 2-1. Eric Holla got a point for the Predators and is on their first goal by Michael Bunting. Then Voronkov tied it. And then Ryan O'Reilly scored. Ryan O'Reilly. Didn't I have him on my team? Let me see something. Ryan O'Reilly, Nashville. No, he's on someone else's team. Yeah, he did good tonight. All right. The Stars beat the Jets 5-4. Mikko Rantanen with the goal. Kyle Connor ties it. Niels Lundqvist scores. Jason Robertson scores. Tyler Sagan scores. Wyatt Johnson scores. And then the Jets come. Morgan Barron. Kyle Connor shorthanded. Kyle Connor from Dylan DeMello, one of my defensemen. And Kyle Connor again from Dylan DeMello. Another one, the same defenseman of mine. He had a good night. Colorado, of course, wins 2-1. Ross Colton scored. Dylan Gunther scored. And Nathan McKinnon scored a power play goal from Makar Natchez. And Wedgwood gets the win. Canucks win 5-1 against the Flames. Kiefer Sherwood. Cheadle twice. Lekermaki. Morgan Frost scored from Sharangovich and Farabee for the Flames. And Brock Besser scored that last goal. Golden Knights against the Sharks. Final in OT. And, it sucks because I have Will Smith on my team, and I might have to lose him. And I was going to pick up fucking Jeff Skinner. And look, McCommon Doolin's got an assist. Jeff Skinner from Zlandria and McCommon Doolin. Then Brett Howden. He's another one. Wenberg from Eklund and Klingberg for the Sharks. Then the Golden Knights, Dorofiev from Eichel and Stone. Eichel's already got 4 assists. Holy shit. Kurashev from Orlov and McCommon Doolin again. Hurdle and Stone assist on Jack Eichel second. Riley Smith scores. Oh, that's who I had. Riley Smith, and I dropped him. He scored for Vegas in overtime. Now, if I would have got... Damn. Riley Smith. Oh, yeah, he is available. But you know what? He had 1 goal. 4 shots on goal, hit, block, a -1, 1 goal, and he only had 7 fantasy points? I don't know. Then you had the Kraken versus the Ducks, and it really sucks. I really want, first of all, you didn't see Celebrini in there at all on any points or anything like that, and you don't see Smith either. But you do see McCommon Doolin, who might be someone that I might want to look at as a defenseman for me, because my defense is a little weak. Let me see if I add. Team 1 has exceeded the matchup acquisition limit. Ooh, I can't make any more moves for this week in fantasy. If you're listening, Mike, my who I'm playing, Mike, if you're listening, you're lucky, you motherfucker. Wait, so that means I can't take DeMello back, or did I already do that? Damn, I might have fucked up my whole team. I gotta make a list. What I gotta do is I gotta make a list. And I'm gonna check it twice. We're gonna put Riley Smith. We're gonna put McCommon Doolin. And who else did I see? Not Sharon Govich. Who else did I see that I thought was a good pickup? Was it the Penguins? Oh yeah, the Penguins. Brazeau. Let's check out Brazeau. Justin Brazeau. Does anyone have him? No. Damn, he's already got 23 points in 2 games. He's got 3 goals. He's a +2. 2 game-winning goals. No face-offs. 7 shots, 6 hits, 1 block. I am liking this guy. Alright, I know Alright, I gotta keep him on my list. We're in the fantasy part of this episode. I gotta put these on my watch list. I'm new to this ESPN fantasy. I've never used it before. But alright. So now I'll go back to my team. I'll see my pending moves. Conditionally add Dylan DeMello. Conditionally drop Brett Pesce. Move will process October 11th. Boom. Very good. My team's called the Whites, by the way. It's like the Caucasians. Anyway, so the Devils, obviously, not a great start. Actually, it was a good start for 2 and 3/4 periods. Up until 5 minutes left, it was a back and forth game until the Hughes brothers ruined it. And you know what? In game 1, having the Hughes brothers be the catalyst of the loss is actually just so funny to me. But I don't want to celebrate anything. I want the Devils to win. I'm a Devils fan. So, with that, thank you for listening, and I'll be back with Game 2 on Saturday. So, I will see you then.
This is hockey, the world's greatest show. Let me introduce you to the Devils, you know.